Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is New Year's Eve. Who would have thought that 2019 would go by as fast as it did? But here we are today, New Year's Eve, and tonight at 2 o'clock is going to be a whole new decade. Wow. Just saying that still got me a little shooketh. but but anyway, for 2020, I just want so much abundance. I want growth. 2019 was kind of like a year of L's for me. I took a lot of losses this year, which was fine because they taught me what I need to do to build myself up more. So in 2020, I'm focusing literally on just building myself and everything that comes with that. Sometimes when we try to build ourselves, things happen and things get in our way from stopping us from building, but we're not going to let that get in our way in 2020. So I'm just hoping for love, peace, joy, abundance, growth, financial stability for everybody out there. And I just pray and hope for blessings for you guys as well for myself, and we are claiming it, you guys. We are claiming everything that we ever wanted in the year of 2020. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a decade in review, and I'm going to be showing you guys the change from 2010 to 2019. And there were a lot of changes within those 10 years, you guys. I mean, a whole lot of changes. And I'm just going to write down those things on paper so you can see, and then I'll come back and explain a few of those things that was in my decade. So if you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe and like this video. I also want you guys to comment down below. Y'all not using that comment section. Comment down below some things that some things that probably happened to you throughout the decade. I want you to put your highs, your lows. What's some of your goals for the year 2020? Just comment down below, you guys. But yeah, this decade in review, I'm just going to write down a few things, and then I'm going to come back and explain them, and I hope that you guys do enjoy this video. As you guys can see, I wrote out from my 2010 all the way to 2019. I'm just going to read them off a little bit so you can get a bigger understanding. And just by writing these little bit of things, there's a whole lot more that happened in each year. But I just wrote down the important highlights, and I might give a little bit of a backstory into each one. So in 2010, I had my son Caleb. He's my oldest child, and that right there was like a big life changer for me. It was a game changer because before I had Caleb, I was wanting to go into the army. I was wanting to travel. I was wanting to do so much stuff, but God has other plans, and I ended up getting pregnant. And a lot of things that I had dreamed for myself when I got out of high school did not happen. And sometimes that does happen in life. We plan our life out not knowing the stumbling blocks are going to come in between. But Caleb was a big blessing to me, and having him showed me that I wanted to get my life more on track, and it just gave me a whole different perspective of life. In 2011, my mom got sick and passed away. I did a video about grief, and I told her story. And when my mom got sick, I had started college already before mom got sick, but I had started college, my mom got sick, and then she ended up passing away in the year 2011. And that was like one of the worst years of my life, because that same year my grandma, who lived with me my whole life, she passed away as well, the same year my mom did. So 2011 was one of those years that kind of brought me down and kind of just made me really think about life and think about being a mom, because I was a new mom and my mom helped me with Caleb, and then losing her just kind of caused a big ripple effect. But I did continue with college, and in 2012 I graduated with a medical assistant degree, but I did not get my certification in medical assisting. I ended up starting school again that same year to do nursing. Now, if you take a nursing class, you know you have to take prereqs. So I was taking all my prereqs, and it was hard. It was very hard, but I kept pushing. In 2013, I found out again that I was pregnant with my second child, Madison. And at the time, I was working and going to school and taking care of Caleb as well, who was 3 at the time. So I had a lot going on in the year of 2013. And then I had a free pause with my pregnancy, so I quit working, stuck with school, and in 2014, I quit school again. And I quit school because at the time, things were hard. Also in 2013, I got married to my older kid's dad, and everything was blissful. But in 2014, I quit school and I began working because times were hard, and I just wanted to work more and focus on providing for my kids. And then in 2015, me and the kids' dad separated, which was also a tough year for me because I had been with him for so long, and I was now a single mom out on my own, working, going to school, and taking care of 2 little kids. So times were very hard for me that year. And then I started school also in 2015 again, and I was pursuing criminal justice at this time. I had switched my major and started doing criminal justice. 2016, I quit school. I quit school again, and I decided to just work because it was bills and stuff were getting hard on me, and I was still trying to learn how to manage everything, manage the single life, manage my kids, manage their schedule, plus working. So I was working night shift in a factory then, and that's where I met Ava's dad, who I'm currently is with right now. And 2016 was a rough year, but it was also towards the end a little bit of highlights. In 2017, I started school again, and I found out that I was pregnant with Ava. I was going to school for vitamin and EKG technician, so I was very excited about all of the changes, but Ava was not playing, but she is a blessing in my life, and like I said, things do happen. And so in 2018, I took my state exam for phlebotomy, and I passed. And I was so proud of myself because I was like, hey, I passed a state exam. Not a lot of people can do that. The test had 220 questions. You had to make a 70 or above. I made a 75. So I was very proud of myself for passing that test, because at the time I took that test, I was 8 months pregnant with Ava. So I was very swollen, very tired, and I had to be at school at 8 a.m. and the school was an hour away. So I was very, very stressed, but I did it. In May of 2018, I graduated college with my phlebotomy and EKG technician certificate. And I was very, very proud of myself for that accomplishment because, as you can see, from 2010 all the way to 2018, I had quit with school. I had quit. Even though I had graduated in 2012, I had quit school a lot. And I was proud of myself for that accomplishment. I was proud of myself for not only graduating again, but doing it while pregnant, which is one of the hardest things I've ever done. And then sometimes in life, we sometimes give up because we don't think that we can do things. We don't think that we can accomplish things. And for me to accomplish that with all I had went through, with all the times I had quit, that just showed me that I can do anything that I put my mind to. And I'm not the smartest person out there. I'm not a big genius, but going through school, being pregnant while taking care of two other kids, and trying to take care of home and trying to do all these other things was hard. And I know moms out there and even dads out there who go to school to try to better themselves, and sometimes things don't work out and they feel like a failure, because there were plenty of times I felt like a failure. And as you can see, in 2019, I failed a lot. I lost a lot. I quit a lot on myself. I had started a good job making $17 an hour, bringing home $1,300 every 2 weeks, and that was like a big blessing for me. But at the end of the day, the schedule was not adding up with my kids. Not being able to take my kids to school in the morning or rush to take them to school, not being able to spend much time with them when they got out of school because they had to rush to work. It was just a whole lot. And the important thing to me in my life is my kids and my time with my kids. So I sacrificed a good paying job so I can make sure that my kids were good with their schooling. And I really wouldn't say that it's quitting. I really wouldn't say that that was me being a bad parent. I take it as being a responsible parent, because sometimes when we do what we feel like is right, it's also causing harm in another place in our life. So working was good for me, but it was also causing harm with my kids' schooling. So their school is important to me, so I quit. But I did start my YouTube channel. I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel since 2013. But as you can see, I had so much stuff going on in my life at the time that I didn't start it. So when I ended up just sitting down and making my first video, which was a journaling video, I was just like, okay, maybe I can do this. I don't have a lot of followers, and I'm not doing it for the money or the fame. I'm just doing it because I love making videos. I love making content. I love trying to empower others, because when I think back on my life, I really didn't have a mentor to look up to. I really didn't have anybody that was coming to me telling me, hey, this is how things are supposed to be. I've never had anyone really just talk to me about my credit. I never had really just had anyone talk to me about things. You know, I had adults in my life who taught me things and showed me things and told me what to look for when I got older. But I never just had anyone just really sit down and be like, hey, if you want your life to be this kind of way, then hey, you have to do this. If you want your life to be this kind of way, then you have to do that. I never had anybody tell me those things. So being out there on your own and really not knowing what to do was frustrating and was hard. But at the end of the day, you know, I got a lot done, and I'm proud of myself for the things that I have, that I do, do, and the things that I have accomplished. So, as you know, if you watched my previous video, I made a vision board for the year of 2020. And right now, I'm going to show you guys my vision board and just talk a little bit about it. So, with my 2020, I am going to get close to God. I'm close to Him now, but I want to get closer. I want to teach people about Him and just learn. You know, people can come and tell me more about Him, and we can learn together. I do want to wear my natural hair. As you can see, I have my hair in a twist out right now. I do not wear my hair at all. Mostly throughout the year, I wear box braids, protective styles. And in 2020, I want to wear more of my natural hair. I want to travel more. I took my kids on 2 trips this year, and it was just lovely spending time with my kids, not in the same environment, in a place that was different, and I love that. I love taking pictures, so I just want to create more memories. I'm the type that I have to really just have my phone out. And towards the end of the year, when I went to my kids' school and they were in a bowling competition, I didn't pull my phone out before, but a few times to just get like a little bit of pictures of them while they were bowling. But I literally set my phone down and just paid attention to what was going on around me. And it's a beautiful thing. So even though I want to create bigger memories, I can create bigger memories and tell those stories instead of always having to pull out a picture and show people. Yeah, it's great capturing those moments, but it's also good to sit there and watch that moment and be able to tell it into detail. So that's what I meant when I said I want to capture bigger memories. I want to be able to capture them, but also be able to tell, you know, more about that dream. I do want to start college again. I do want to start nursing again, even though it's been 8 years since I've tried nursing. I do want to get back into it. Nursing has always been a big dream for me, but the thing is, I always quit on myself. I always thought I wasn't smart enough, that I wasn't good enough, that I never amounted enough to be a good nurse. And when I finished school in 2018 and graduated, I was like, I can do this. Nursing is something I can do. The classes that I took at that school were hard, and we were having to go on clinicals and do all that stuff. And I was like, I can do this. And ever since 2018, I have really been thinking about, I can do nursing. I can do it. I can do anything I put my mind to. And you have to know that for yourself as well. You can do anything you put your mind to. And the saying is true when it says that if you don't want people um, to water down your dreams, don't tell people your next move. Just pray about what you want to do and don't tell people what's your plans, because sometimes when you do tell your people your plans, and I'm not saying don't tell people your stuff so people won't cheer you on, but sometimes people can try to put on you so much reality that it kind of makes you feel like what you're trying to do isn't good enough because of what they're telling you. And when I say too much reality, sometimes people try to say, well, if you do this, then this, it's like it kind of just not makes you want to do it anymore because they make it seem hard. And in life, the things that you really want to do are going to be tough. And I had to learn that not everything comes easy, but that's fine. And that's why I want to get back in college and complete my nursing degree. Reaching 100 subscribers on my channel. I have 20 right now, so I have a long way to go, but that is fine. I love making videos, and if I hit 100, that's fine. If my 20 subscribers stick with me throughout the whole year of 2020, that is fine too, because at least I know that I'm reaching out to someone, and I'm helping someone, I'm motivating someone, and I'm creating good content. I want to be more outside. This year, me and the kids did get outside a lot, but we kind of didn't. And it had to do with my work when I was working. So they really just didn't get to get outside more. But in the year 2020, when it starts warming up, I'm going to be doing more outside activities with my kids. And we're just going to enjoy more of the outdoors. So that's another thing that I want to do. I want to smile more. And what I mean by that is, yes, I smile. Yes, I am a very joyful person. But what I mean by smile more, I just want to smile and let the smile be real. I want to be able to just think of the happiness that is happening in my life in 2020 and smile about it. My kids bring so much joy to me, but I want life to be a big joy to me in 2020. So that's what I mean by smile more. And I got my little donuts down here with a little X through it. So yes, I did start cutting out a whole lot of junk food. I am a junk food person. Like, after I eat a meal, I want to have something sweet. But I had to cut all of that out because I did have a few health issues in the earlier of the year. And taking care of myself is something that I wanted to do. I wanted my kids to see me be healthy and not always just eat junk and drink sodas and drink and eat all kind of sweets. And I'm also trying to teach my kids how to incorporate healthy stuff into their meals. So I've been working on that for about 2 months now. I can't really say if I've lost weight, but hey, who knows? I'm just trying to be healthier and put more healthier things into my body. I want to be more of a dream catcher. All the dreams I write down, I want to be able to accomplish them. Even if a dream that I write down today be something that is accomplished 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, at least it got accomplished, because dreams do take time. Some people dreams never happen, and then some people dreams happen in 2 years, 5 years, 20 years. As long as you're working towards that dream, you're doing fine. So don't let no one deter you from being a dream catcher, because I did do that. I want to read more. Growing up, I read a whole lot and I enjoy reading. But as I start having children and start trying to work a whole lot more, reading became a little bit on the back burner. But I have been reading more. I've read 3 books this whole year, and I'm happy about that because last year I didn't read not one book. So I made progress in this year with reading 3 books, and I'm really proud of my 3 books. And I got some more books downstairs, that I'm going to be starting, but I'm proud of the 3 books that I did read this year. So that is something that I want to really just work on more in the year of 2020. And don't throw the towel in. I threw the towel in so many times this year, and maybe even a few times in 2018. But this year coming up, I am not going to throw in the towel. If it's something that I really want to do, I'm just going to pray on it, meditate on it, and claim it, because I'm not throwing in the towel no more in 2020. If it's something that I truly, truly, truly want in my life, then I have to work on it, hustle on it, and just make it happen. And also, throwing in the towel is not showing my kids a really good example. I don't want my kids to grow up feeling like, well, I want to do this, but mom quit this and mom quit that. I have to be an example, because I have children looking up to me, and I want them to want to be go-getters and hustle and do what they have to do and just work hard for what they want out of life. So in order for them to do that, I have to do that too, because I'm their example. So that's what I'm going to do more in 2020. I'm going to hustle and I'm going to get it, and I'm claiming it, y'all. And just know that change is good. I wrote that down on here because sometimes we are afraid of change. And the only way a situation can get better and we can get higher in life is if we change what we're currently doing. Just like with my weight, I was always wondering, I'm not losing any weight, okay, but am I eating right? No, I wasn't. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't drinking right. I wasn't exercising. And now I exercise at least 4 times a week. I eat healthy. I do intermittent fasting, and that's just what's been working for me. So that's what I'm going to continue doing. So just know that change is good. Sometimes we're afraid of change, but change is very good if we want to see changes in our life. So more face-to-face conversations instead of just always texting. Let's plan a date. Let's plan a date throughout the week where we're not busy, where we don't have nothing to do. And let's just start getting together with the people we love and have face-to-face conversations. Talk to each other. Literally just talk to each other face-to-face. Talk about how your day was, your week was, and just fill each other in and catch up without texting. That's something that I want to do in 2020, because I haven't spent that much time with my family, and we don't even live that far away from each other. So this year I want to be more family time, and I do have that on here. More sister time, more me time. When I say me time, we have to sometimes be alone with ourselves in order to get to know ourselves and still take care of ourselves, because in order for us to take care of others, we have to take care of ourselves as well. So I'm going to focus more on taking care of my mental health and all of that in the year of 2020. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really do hope that you guys have a very prosperous, beautiful year in 2020, and I'm going to be right there with you guys. And I want you guys to keep continuing to be blessed, keep continuing to strive, keep working hard, and all the dreams that you want to accomplish can be accomplished if you just work hard. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and share this video if you like. And don't forget to comment down below some things that you plan on changing in the year of 2020, some things that you plan on some hopes that you hope for the year 2020. And I just hope you guys have a very fun, blessed, happy new year. And I will see you guys in the new year of 2020. Bye guys.